Welcome back, strangers. There's a mysterious monument in Georgia which gives instructions on how to rebuild society after an unknown apocalyptic event, and it also functions as a compass, calendar, and clock. Known as the Georgia Guidestones, the granite monument was erected in 1980 in the United States. A set of 10 guidelines is inscribed on the structure in 8 modern languages, and a shorter message is inscribed at the top of the structure in 4 ancient scripts. The guidelines are: maintain humanity under 500 million, in perpetual balance with nature. Guide reproduction wisely, improving fitness and diversity. Unite humanity with a living new language. Rule passion, faith, tradition, and all things with tempered reason. Protect people and nations with fair laws and just courts. Let all nations rule internally, resolving external disputes in a world court. Avoid petty laws and useless officials. Balance personal rights with social duties. Prize truth, beauty, love, seeking harmony with the infinite. Do not be a cancer on the earth. Leave room for nature. Leave room for nature. The mystery of the Guidestones authors and the apparent advocacy for population control, eugenics, and internationalism have made them a target for controversy and conspiracy theories. Strangers, do you agree with the Guidestones? The monument is 19 feet tall and is often referred to as the American Stonehenge. It is made of 6 granite slabs that weigh a total of 237,000 pounds. In June of 1979, a man using the pseudonym of Robert C. Christian approached the Elberton Granite Finishing Company on commissioning the monument on behalf of a small group of loyal Americans. He said that no one was to ever know his true identity, or that of the group that he was representing. Christian wanted the granite monument to be capable of withstanding catastrophic events and be able to function as a clock, calendar, compass, and guide to future generations, with the guidelines being written in English, Spanish, Swahili, Hindi, Hebrew, Arabic, Chinese, and Russian. Robert C. Christian appeared to have an endless supply of money to fund the project. By the terms of the legal contract, all plans had to be destroyed after completion and all information about him withheld from the public. When arranging payment, Christian explained that he represented a group which had been planning the Guidestones for 20 years, and which intended to remain anonymous. Many believe the monument was funded by a group of Satanists or the New World Order. At the unveiling of the monument, a local minister proclaimed that he believed the monument was for sun worshippers, for cult worship, and for devil worship. Others believed them to be a message of wise prophecy, possibly the work of a eccentric man of science. Strangers, who do you think funded the construction of the Guidestones? I've always wanted to visit them, but every time I've been in Georgia, they've been too far away to make it worth the time to visit. Do you think it's worth taking the time to visit this strange monument?
I mean, honestly, some of the rules aren't bad, but I could see them going wrong. What do you do when we get close to 500 million people? How are you going to implement that? Prize truth, beauty, and love, seeking harmony with the infinite. That sounds like Team Rocket. That's not a good time.
The beauty thing, it kind of sounds like Spartan times, where if you'd had a deformed kid or something wrong with it, you just throw it off the cliff. Yeah, so pride's beauty. You're not good enough. No, you're not being one of the 500 million. Sorry. So do you think the monument, the Guidestones, do you think it's even creepier after the pandemic?
It's kind of weird that seems to be a narrative going around, population control, which that's been going on for a long time. But it does seem kind of to correlate with their views, the New World Order. Also, everyone thinks that Ted Turner was the dude that made the Guidestones or funded it. Have you heard of Ted Turner before, Blake? I have. There's Turner Classic Movies, and didn't he have something to do with Disney for a while?
So he was the creator of Cartoon Network, Captain Planet, and CNN. Yeah, but he was an eccentric billionaire that was known as the Mouth of the South. He founded Turner Broadcasting and at one point donated $1 billion to the UN and called observers of Ash Wednesday Jesus freaks, and said Christianity is a religion for losers, and he thinks people who are against abortion are bozos, and he advocates for a one-child policy in the United States, even though he has 5 children himself. He says, humanity, you only need to have one child. That's it. So,
hypocrites, man. That's why I said about Bill Gates, is if he cares so much about population control, why doesn't he kill himself? But no, it's they want everyone else to do it.
Ted Turner's view with the one kid makes you think that he really agrees with the population control and eugenics. And he definitely seems like the type of person that would make everyone else around him wear a mask while he didn't wear a mask. He's the crazy eccentric billionaire, it's his way or the highway. So let's make these Guidestones and kind of get rid of some people while we're at it.
It wouldn't surprise me. Billionaires don't care, man. We're not even people to them. We're just the means to an end. We're the ants and they're the queens.
So Ted Turner's companies like Cartoon Network, CNN, all that stuff, Turner Broadcasting, they're all headquartered in Atlanta. So he plays a big part in Georgia. So it makes sense that he would be the one that would put these stones up in Georgia, or at least have the money to fund it, and that's where they would go. And also, like, an interesting coincidence is, if you remember from The Walking Dead, is that the CDC is located in Atlanta, Georgia. So it makes you wonder what's really going on in Georgia during the end of the world. Sounds like they're a little too prepared, and sounds like this billionaire is a little bit too involved with these little guidestones, these rules of life, after everything hits the fan.
I do remember seeing the Adult Swim building in Atlanta.
Yeah, that's the reason why. So
yeah, it's pretty crazy.
So it's also where the Toonami building would have been and all that. So
oh, the Toonami building! I would have loved to go there. I bet that's got some cool stuff.
Like I said, he also founded CNN, which was his first big 24-hour news channel. And they had a pre-prepared final sign-off in the event that the world would end, that it would be played by the last surviving employee. It was leaked by a former intern in 2009, and it's called the Turner Doomsday video.
It's on YouTube?
Yeah, you can watch it, and it's actually on the Strangest Facebook page.
Oh shit, I never saw that.
It's called the Turner Doomsday video, is the internal title for the video. It was created with the direction of the CNN's founder Ted Turner before the network's 1980 launch, which it launched in 1980, the same time as the Guidestones. And the recording was made right after they filmed their Star Spangled Banner video when they first signed on. So it's like, here's the sign on official, because used to back in the day, news channels would begin with like this Star Spangled Banner and then have a sign off video. So this would have been the end.
That was depressing too. Like, I can't imagine just being up at night and seeing that happen.
I was going to say, at CNN's launch, Ted Turner said, "Barring satellite problems, we won't be signing off until the world ends." And over the years, Ted Turner has been a little obsessed with the end of the world. So he's definitely my first choice for who was responsible for the creation of the Guidestones. Who do you think was responsible for the stones? Why do you think they did it?
That makes sense. I mean, to have the means to do it as quickly as he did it, or whoever did it, and to be, Captain Planet, very concerned with Earth's well-being and longevity. Keep an eye out for videos on the Strangest, and we will see you guys in 2 weeks.
2 weeks? Yeah, get excited. We love you guys.
All right, so you guys all take care, and until next time, stay strange.